Hello everyone, my name is Yanixa Alejandra Vargas. Welcome to my mini lesson. Today we are going to explore a very useful structure in English, the passive voice. Do you know what is the passive voice? So let's go to the learn this topic. Let me share a presentation, please. Mm, okay. 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 Perfect. The passive voice. What is the definition of passive voice? Um, in the active voice, the subject performs the action. For example, the teacher explained the topic. But in the passive voice, the subject received the action. For example, the topic was explained by the teacher. Do you know, do you can see the difference? Okay. Uh, what is the structure of the passive voice? It's simple. The formula is subject plus verb to be plus the verb in past participle. It's very important that you put the verb in past participle. And if you if you want mention the subject, you can put by. Do you use by for mention the people of the subject that performs the action? Okay. Okay, this is the example of the active versus passive voice. And this is some examples. When don't you use passive voice? For example, tense in present, the active voice is she writes a letter. In the passive voice is a letter is writing by her. In the past, in active voice, you say he cleaned the room. But in the passive voice is the room was cleaned by him. So you focus you focus the sentence in the object, not in the subject. In the future, they will build a house. And the passive voice is a house will be built by them. You mention the subject in the last of the sentence. Okay. Okay. When to use the passive voice in the quotidian life? The passive voice is used when the agent is unknown important or when we want to emphasize the result of the received the action. For example, if I mention a movie or a song, I mention the movie or the song. In the last, I mention the subject that write the song or write or make the movie. But what is the common situations that we use the passive voice? In the news reports, in instructions, the form must be complete. In scientific writing, the experiment was conducted. His transformation exercise. The chef cooked the meal is active voice now, but in the passive voice is the meal was cooked by the chef. Okay, very good. Um, okay. Um, I have an activity by this topic, but I want to share some examples for us. Um, for example, um, the students answer the questions. This is an active or passive voice. What do you think? This is active voice. But if I say the questions were answered by the students, is the passive or active voice? What do you think? Is a passive voice. Very good. Okay. Second, the company will launch a new product. This is a passive or active voice. What do you think? You can write in the comments of the video. Or the other option is a new product will be launched by the company. This is a active or passive voice. This is a passive voice. Okay, so I share with you questions, but for you answer in the chat, in the comments. The first question is: Can you think Can you think of situations where you make use passive voice in your own reading or speaking? Okay, and this is an activity. Is Let me a moment. Okay. Uh, you should select the correct option and put in the correct sentence. Is very easy. So choose you put the sentence in the correct option. This is the first activity, and the second activity is this. You select the correct option depending on the sentence that will appear here. Okay, that is all. Thanks for joining today and in my mini lesson. Remember, in English, it's not just about who does the action. It's also about what's happened. Um, the passive voice. Okay, remember this and see you next time. Okay.